And this episode of Hat-Trick Hockey is brought to you by our good friends over at Claru and Son Roofing. These guys are the kings of roofing, Tristan, like we say, the kings of roofing. These guys last summer alone, over 25,000 bundles of shingles done. They're fully insured. They offer free estimates. The work they do is incredible, and they always get the job done right the first time. So be sure to hit up the boys over at Claru and Son Roofing because, like we always say, when you want your roof done, call Claru and Son, baby.
Mm-hmm.
No time. Woo, woo.
And what is going on, everybody? All of you beauts and beauties. It is episode number 148 of Hat-Trick Hockey, which is always brought to you by our good friends over at GL Heritage, the official beer of Hat-Trick Hockey. If you like my hat, Tristan's hoodie, smash a link on the post. Will bring you right into the merch store for you to collect all of your sweet HCH merch. Ant here, as always, with my buddy Tristan. What's up, brother? We had a busy weekend. We haven't talked to everybody in a while. Hello, everybody.
I know. Hello, everyone. It has been a minute. It feels like too long, but apologies to any of our listeners who are kind of like, "Hey, where's Hat-Trick Hockey?" Well, you're going to be hearing a lot more of us now. We're back. Hockey is back. Everybody, let's go. Back into the throes of things, and
let's go, baby.
You know what? Me and Ant, as a team right now, Andrew, but me and you especially, we've been pretty busy here.
Been
Lots
on the
of writing
grind.
to do, but
73 is keeping us busy.
Yep. And wouldn't want it any other way. I'm so happy we get to work with them and do all the media and the success of it.
Yeah.
They're
So
pretty
now,
good.
anything you guys see, well, not anything, I should say, but a lot of the stuff. So what they kind of wanted us to do is now Tristan and I are handling the 73's social media. So we're trying to take some load off of some of the guys like Joe and like Mike and like Riley and guys who can concentrate on more. Like Joe does a lot with the alumni side of things and
100%.
the
Joe does a
board,
lot.
the executive. Joe's like the man when it comes to the 73's right now.
Yep, he is.
So everything pretty much goes through Joe. Joe works his ass off. So in order for us to help out Joe, we decided that we would hop on board and do all this like socials.
Yeah, so when it comes to game day live, that's going to be mainly Ant, who's done a phenomenal job, by the way. So anyone if you see the live updates for the scores or the posts on Facebook for score updates, as well as anything else to do with video during or before the game, that's all Ant. So huge thanks to you, Ant, and because I've been pretty busy with school when it comes to actual threes, especially home days or home games rather. But and for me, my role is I kind of like the design portion of it. So if you see any posts, like a win post, that's me. Player signing post, game day post, stuff like that. That would be me. So we were bouncing off of each other, and I think we're into a great rhythm right now.
Yeah.
And I really look forward to where this goes. And so far, the success has been like I think I checked the numbers last week or something, and like compared to the past 30 days before the current 30-day cycle, so like the month before this month, we've grown in outreach by 600%.
That's beautiful. It's what we want. Bums in seats, baby. Let's go.
That's crazy. 600%.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
The Essex 73's most winningest junior C club in history of the league. We want to add to that tally this year.
We do.
And you know what? Why not have some fun on our way to doing it? So
damn right. I'm telling you, I'm gonna try to give you guys as much access as I can. So I already told these guys, the guys on the squad, I said, boys, don't mind me when you see me around. Do your thing, do your normal thing. I send photos to the guys that I get of them. I send them their videos. I send them a whole bunch of stuff because let's face it, all these guys are 16 to 21. It's for the babes, baby. So I send them all the photos and videos and stuff like that. So the guys are loving it. So, and honestly, we're having a great time doing it. So speaking of those 73s, let's get into how we've started the season so far. Boys are doing some serious thumping right
Yeah,
now.
it's getting scary. And I said this for all the people who were I had a few comments on Facebook. Whoa, slow down. Essex is you're not going to be okay. This is what I was talking about. Teams
Mhm.
are not going to want to play them. I don't know if you weren't there last Tuesday night,
Oh,
the home opener, you missed out. Essex came into that game 3-1 road win over Wheatley, who's very strong this year
that was a good
themselves.
game in Whately too.
It's a good game. Boys were, you could tell they were trying to get their feet back. Same with Wheatley. They had a couple guys out. Essex had a couple guys out. But did Essex come loaded for bear, and they ran into a little cub on Tuesday night and decided to rifle 13 into the
Yeah.
Amherstburg Admirals net.
Mhm.
13 nothing.
Yeah,
Shutout
that
by
was
Adrian
nuts, man.
McBride.
Like I felt like just watching it, I was just like, holy shit, boys. But Amherstburg too, like they're in like a little bit of a rebuild stage, right? Like they
Oh,
kind of they have like a lot of younger guys and
well,
stuff like that. And
their whole team is like 6 to 17-year-olds. Like
yeah, like we're
literally.
not running down Amherstburg here, okay? Like
No,
we're not,
not at all. Not at all. It's
they're a
we
young
understand that.
squad, and I know guys like Maddie, like Fox over there, who I've known for years, and I
Yeah,
know that those guys they have a plan and that they'll be back. Trust me,
and they've
they'll be
got
back. I know
Sykes.
they
They
will.
got a new GM in
Yeah.
Sykes, and
So
he's taking a different approach to it with the younger guys. But listen, these guys will be good once they have 2, 3 years experience in the
for
league,
sure,
and then
for
they'll
sure.
be loaded. So give them
Exactly.
time. But obviously, man,
Essex
let's
was
talk
it was
about
a yeah, it was nuts.
it. Was like I said a few months back on. It's gonna get unfair. Teams are not gonna want to play 13 nothing. Okay, it's one thing you lose 7 or 8 nothing. Double digits,
Mhm.
teens.
Dude, how about
Let's
pick right
talk about
now?
the scoring in
Let's
that
talk
game.
about pick right now. Oh,
That
so
top line was lights out.
mhm.
I'm gonna pull up the exact numbers here on that
I
game
got it
alone.
right here if you want. Pick. I got pick. Pick had 3 and 4 that night.
So yeah, so the top line was as follows. So Gabriel Piccolo had 3 goals, 4 assists, including a shorthanded goal and a power play goal, and an even strength goal. So he's going for the Mario Lemieux style there.
Not a big deal.
Liam Hall had a hat trick himself, so a double hattie and an assist. And right winger Kale Kuvion had a goal and 4 apples. They combined for 16 points.
That's nasty, man.
That is what you want from a top line. And this is also not to take away from the fact or take any credit away from shout out Mark Rideout.
Yeah.
First 3 games as a coach here, and he's 3-0.
Yeah.
And the threes,
Yeah.
it's scary.
I went
Yeah, they're
I
rolling
went
4 lines, man.
I went down to Dresden on like Friday night for the game,
Mhm.
and it was the same thing, man. It was just domination. It was
Not
right
even
from the
close.
hot, like freaking pick again, like notch another hat trick, back to back hat tricks, like score a goal, pick, like Jesus. But but just he's just always he just makes so many good plays. He's
I know.
everywhere. He's all over the ice. He's just like he's a sniper, you know what I mean? But he's just always in the right place at the right time.
Also, there was not really a formal announcement to this. It just kind of came about, and I guess that was kind of the way they wanted to announce it at the first home game. But your 2023 to 24 captain of the
Mhm.
Essex 73s is the former captain last year of the Leamington Flyers, none other than Gabriel Piccolo, who currently sits at 11 points in 3 games
Yeah.
and leads the league and has 2 shorthanded goals and a power play goal and a power play assist.
Mhm. And I believe
What
Fields is wearing an A.
Fields and Liam.
Fields and Halsey wear the A's.
Yep. They were the A's, and I believe when
Is there
Carson
2 or 3?
Bugley, I believe when Carson Bugley comes back, he'll wear an A. But he is out right now for unknown reasons.
Okay.
Yeah.
We also had a couple rookies score their first goals, correct?
Correct.
I,
We've had several.
yeah, I was gonna say when I was there in Dresden, I think was when Colin Agnew got his was in
Correct. Colin
Dresden, right?
Agnew and AP,
Yeah.
as well as signed players Nick Cameron and Madden Drulard, who were playing on a line
Yes.
together. It was a rookie line there the other night in Wheatley. It was
Mhm.
Marcus Levesque, Madden Drulard, and Nick Cameron. And
Yeah.
guess what? Both Nick Cameron and Madden sit over a point per game
Yeah.
as rookies. And mind you, we're only 3 games in, but they each have a goal and 3 assists.
hmm And also another AP as well. I believe Travis Rive scored a goal too as well. So
100%.
so
Good
shout
call.
out to
Yep.
him too. We don't forget about you guys. We
First
see you
game.
guys.
Trav's
Yeah.
first game, and he
Yes, he did.
scores.
Yeah. So that was pretty cool too to see.
Unfortunately, I think the 73s would have liked to have had Revest on their roster as well, but you can only take one 16-year-old.
Oh, really, eh?
So that's why they had it. It was between him and Bello, and they chose Bello, who himself got champ of the game the other night in the home opener,
Yes.
got his first PJHL point,
Yeah, he got an assist.
and he's been lights out, eh?
He
Just
has
like-
been great.
He's like
Looks so
5'9",
young.
140.
He looks so young, man. Fuck.
I know, but this kid can move. People come out. Listen, if Essex can keep a beat on this kid, we'll see
Yeah.
what happens. We saw what happened last year with Goovy. He moved on, onwards and upwards. But this kid is crazy, man.
Yeah, hopefully we
Bello?
can. Yeah, he's smooth. He likes to mix it up a little bit too. He doesn't care. He doesn't mind.
Does
So
not care.
I think
He
I
won't
was
back
there.
down.
I was at one of the camp games, and I think he got in a scrap at one of the. So he's not scared to mix it up for being a little. I'm not going to say undersized because he's only 16 years old. So he's still gonna.
Got time to grow.
You know what I mean? That's what I mean.
Maybe get
He still
around
has
5'11",
another-
6
That's what I
foot.
mean. He still has another 2-3 years of growing. So, but yeah, he's definitely good, man. He looks great.
Another guy who's looked great, I think he's like third right now for save percentage and stuff, is, mind you, everyone, we're just starting the season off, so everything's going to be a bit skewed in the right direction. We'll know better in 10, 15 games from now. But Adrian McBride
Mm-hmm.
has only allowed 1 goal between 2 games.
Yeah.
Looked terrific. And Cavan only allowed 1 goal the other night in Dresden.
Mm-hmm.
This team,
They got it all.
everyone, here's your opportunity. I already said it earlier this summer. You got to get on the wagon.
I
believe do we have Lakeshore this Friday?
we might, yeah. I want to give feel kind of bad for our boy Connor.
Oh, Dembo.
So Dembo had to miss the first 2 games of the regular season for a head check that he got thrown out of a game for, and his first game back he was in Dresden. He threw another hit, he then fought after it. So I'm pretty sure Connor got another 3 to 4 games, I think he was looking at, they were
Okay.
saying. So we might be down without him now too. So he's going to be suspended for a little bit, I believe. So
And
luck
I
hasn't
want to
been with us when it comes to Connor, but Connor, just hang in there, buddy. Keep working hard and let's go, baby.
100%. Like Dembo, we know your skill. So do
Yeah.
the threes. So do the fans. You'll get back to it, buddy. Don't let this slump get you down. But at the same point, I do want to correct myself. Friday, October 13th is the first time we play Lakeshore, so we got some time.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So there's no game aside from this Tuesday, Essex's at home versus Moortown Flags, which we all remember the shenanigans last spring.
Yes. So well, hopefully nothing fucking stupid goes down, but
I think
I don't think it will.
The stupidity is no longer on the team, as far as I know.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we're okay.
Yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, and then Essex. Oh man, it's gonna be. They got Wheatley at home the following Tuesday, so October 3rd.
Mm-hmm. Keep your eye on Wheatley.
I don't know, man. They beat Lakeshore. They shut them out 3-0.
Yeah.
In Lakeshore, on Lakeshore's home opener.
Our boy Hammer too recorded a hat trick in one of those games too. So shout out Hammer there too.
For Walpole, yeah, or against Walpole, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was no surprise to me. His wrist shot's the best in the league. Watch
Yeah.
the kid shoot.
Yeah, he's crazy.
When you bench press 400 pounds,
Yeah, pretty
you're
much
gonna
do
have a hard
everything.
wrist shot. What is he? He's like 5'11 and 205.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hard as the floor I'm standing on.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Guy's a nail gun. Nail gun.
But yeah, so everybody come out, man. You got to come out and watch these guys.
You, it's free entertainment. I mean, obviously you pay a fee, but at the same point, come on, you want to bring the kids and watch. Oh, let's go watch. I can't throw anyone under the bus here because we're a very bad team. Or you could come watch Essex and be like, hey, how about double digits for goals?
We'll see how it goes down, man. But like I said, it's the start of the season, but strong start for sure.
Yeah, I know. It's, you know what? And you know what? As time goes on, things will even out in the league a bit more, I think. Like we're not going to see this bad of blowouts. I'm not saying I anticipate that to last this long. Do I still think there's going to be bad ones, like 7 or 8 nothing? Oh yeah. It's bound to happen. But do I think we're going to see 13, 14 goal games? Maybe. That's not up to me. That's up to Essex. But you know what I like?
3-0 too. I blend them.
Oh,
they're 3-0 too.
The Blades, Big Tate Bowden. It's his final year. He's looking to tear the league apart. I want to say he's 3rd in the league in points right now.
Let's check him out here. He's got 4 goals, 5 assists, 9 points.
Yeah, so he is tied for 3rd.
Yeah.
Yep, 9 points. Tate, the big blondie, big farm boy. He's got a hard clapper. I look forward to that meeting because Essex last year, their last 2 games against Blenheim, they lost.
Yeah, I know. And in a row too.
And Blenheim was looking to have their number going to the playoffs. But they got beat out by Johnny Chartrand.
Yeah, they did. I wonder if Johnny will start Tuesday.
He just had a rough night.
Did he?
Yeah, they played Blenheim and they lost 8-3, I think.
Oh, did he start?
John was in that.
Was he?
I mean,
he's the type of guy, though. He ain't going to let that shit bother him.
No, and if that's happening, sorry, Moortown, but your defense must suck. You got the best goalie in the league in your pipes. Come on. Come on. You cannot let that happen. I'm in your corner, Johnny. Let's go. You're my pal.
Friend of the show, right. Johnny.
Anyway.
Right. What else you got, kid? I know we've been like chomping at the bit here to get on here.
I know. I'm trying to cook through some info here. So NHL.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. We're back to the world
Hockey's
of professional
back,
hockey. But so the preseason has started, right? Preseason, generally you'll see maybe about a half a roster, maybe not even a half a roster play, and then you'll get a lot of unsigned prospects or signed to the AHL or from junior. You'll get players like that in games, and then they'll go back as time goes on. Well, Calgary must have missed the memo because they decided to ice pretty much minus maybe 3 or 4 players, their starting lineup, and then just walked in and pumped Vancouver 10-0.
Probably why they did it. Confidence boost. Let's go.
Poor Vancouver's out here with like their top pair D-man is not even, it's like the Tyler Myers. It's not, they don't even have Quinn Hughes rostered. Meanwhile, they're getting absolutely blasted. They've got Lindholm got like 5 points. What's his name? That look out for rookie of the year for this kid, Matthew Coronado. 3 goals and an assist.
Oh wow.
This kid, go and watch the highlights from the game the other night. His shot. Whoa. Talk about potent. He's very similar to a William Nylander. His playing style?
Yeah.
Very similar.
10-0. Jesus.
Yeah, that's bad. I mean, obviously it's preseason, so you're going to that should happen when you got a full roster versus a half a roster, but you don't want to see that, especially if you're the goalie. You're probably crying inside a little bit.
For sure. Well, the Leafs had a lot of guys in tonight. They're playing the Sens. They had Matthews, Marner, Bert, like Revo, like a lot of the guys were in tonight.
And
I don't
their
know.
first round pick of the past year, London Knights legend, Easton Cowan.
Yeah.
Cowboy.
Yeah, he think he already has a goal, you said, right?
Yeah, he's playing terrific.
And he missed the penalty shot.
This kid continues to surprise me.
Speaking of that, I'll check on that while we're
Now I should say this though. Do I think he was the wise pick at that spot? No. Were there better options? Yes.
possibly.
But will he be a good NHL player? Of course.
Yeah.
Kid's got a high motor. You know who I'd liken him to? Also a fairly recent draft pick over in Columbus, Cole Sillinger.
Mm-hmm.
Very similar style. Gritty, has skill in junior. They're going to adapt that skill to become more of a high motor player, or even a Joe Veleno on the Red Wings. Very similar style.
Oh, okay.
Third line center potential. Maybe he gets put to the wing. I believe he's playing center tonight.
Mhm.
But and he scored right in front, tight. So there you go. You got a net front guy.
There you go. Bam.
Good for you guys, Leafs. Now another thing happened to the prospect world. The prospects tournament. They had a couple exhibition matches. Connor Bedard,
Oh,
he looks pretty
nasty.
good.
Nasty.
Get out a hat trick, and his shot is just indescribable.
Yeah, it's not even fair.
It is potent. It's back bar and out every time. You can't even see the puck enter the net. You're like, boom. It's crazy.
Wild.
The kid's forearms are yoked. His legs are. It's getting harder and harder to deny the fact that this kid could be. We start throwing him in the household name territory of Sidney Crosby,
McDavid, would you say?
David. When it comes to talent and what they're going to be remembered for, he definitely could get there. Do I think there will ever be a player better than Connor McDavid? I have a hard time believing that.
Yeah. No shit.
I don't think so.
Well, he's freaking McDavid is like skates faster
that's-
backwards than some guys do forwards.
Yeah, you're trying to tell me Ryan Reeves can outskate him when McDavid's going backwards? No shot. He is crazy. What are you watching?
I'm trying to just flip it over to see what's going on in that Leafs game now. As everybody knows, I'm down in the studio here. Tristan just
Yep.
got a view of the studio for the first time there a couple weeks ago, and
It's, you know what? It's a beautiful setup you have there. For anyone who's wondering, hey, what's up with the bear background there? Listen, my grandpa, actually grandpapa, I'll use his proper name because he's French, but shout out, it's actually Franco-Ontarian Day. So to all you French-speaking Ontarians, we celebrate you. But this is beautiful. I think it's Maplewood. Terrific job. Like him and my dad just went in here. They took a whole day and surprised me. I didn't even know about it. I got home and I've always wanted this rustic look because I have that kind of quote man cave style bedroom where I've got, I got a lot of fishing pictures up. I've got my own little television. I like it kind of nice like that outdoorsy type. And this is just beautiful, beautiful touch. And for anyone who's wondering just what the little tip of that is, that's my University of Windsor pennant. So, which I'm happy to be back to school. But I mean, aside from that, oh, you know what I do want to talk about? The Global Series,
yeah,
the Melbourne game
Mhm.
in Australia. G'day. But you want to talk about like the goal of the year happening
yeah.
in a preseason game.
Yeah. Was that Cooley or whatever? That
Logan
goal? Yeah.
Cooley, who
Yeah.
should have, and mark my words, I said this, should have gone first overall. If like being a Red Wings fan, if the Red Wings have had the first overall pick,
Yeah.
which that wouldn't happen ever in no shot, but Cooley was my pick. The guy is cracked. Like, no offense to Shane Wright, Nemec, Slavkovsky, the other guy in the top four. Logan Cooley, are you kidding me? You see, for anyone who didn't see it, go look it
just
up. Just
look it
type in
up.
Logan Cooley goal. It's He comes down the right wing, makes a nice sauce pass up the middle, gets through a turn pass as he enters the zone, spinorama, and rather than shoot it on the backhand, he freezes the defender, does a loose puck deke, passes the puck under the guy's stick, back to his forehand, and as he's falling like Bobby Orr, rips it off the pipe and in, where he's got about 4 inches.
Okay, I seen it. It was a nasty one. There
It
was
was
also
incredible.
too that game started off with there was a nice scrap in that game too that got things kicked off early that I'm sure
I
everybody
love it.
liked
You know
that.
what? If the NHL makes the decision to expand worldwide, wouldn't that be incredible? A spectacle like that, like you get a team in Europe, you get a team in Australia. Obviously, a few teams in Europe, so
You
that's
want
a larger market.
the
But
funniest part is what those guys were probably saying when they were out there is we're in Australia here playing hockey. Let's go. Let's give them something to fucking cheer about right off the hop here. Hey,
yep,
let's go.
show what hockey's all about.
Guarantee you that's probably how because the game was too early for anything to have had happened
I
unless
know
they know each other from the like AHL or something and they were
it's possible.
scrapping. But
They're both AHL
yeah,
bruisers,
it was
last
a
of a
tilt
dying
though.
breed.
It was a
I
good
think it was
scrap.
who was it? It was Doty and
I forget. It was
not Doughty,
yeah,
Doty for anyone
but
who's
I
listening,
don't know.
Doty,
It was a
and
tilt.
they're playing Arizona, so
Yeah.
maybe
They were exchanging knuckle soothers. Let's put it that way. It was quite the scrap.
oh
Hmm.
they were hitting hard. It wasn't a hey let's mess around. It was let's go.
Yeah.
But
You had
going
you had some
sorry, go
stuff
ahead.
on the wings, didn't you? Didn't you want to talk Red Wings
Yeah, so
today?
I just want to talk a bit about the season upcoming. Obviously, the NHL is back, and I think we got 2 weeks before the first actual regular season games start. So, what do you think? Some early season predictions. Who do you? All right, I'm just off the cuff, without even thinking. Cup winner, go.
Oh fuck. If I had to, it's gonna be an oddball pick.
Okay,
I like New Jersey a lot.
Jersey.
Yeah,
Okay, not
I like
oddball
them
at
a
all.
lot.
That's a good pick. I had them in the Cup final last year. Um, me got a couple teams in mind. I mean, Dallas really loaded up. They got the best forward core in the league this year, in my opinion. They got Sam Steele in the fourth line. Like
Mhm.
they got Matt Duchene for like nothing. He's only making like what is he making, 3.5 mil or something?
Something like that. Yeah,
Yeah. And then but it's hard to bet against Rod the Bod and the Canes.
yeah,
They've been
true.
denied the past few years in the conference finals. I think this is the year they break through.
Who's gonna be the team you think's gonna have a stinker of a season?
Oh, who's gonna be rough?
Yeah,
Like a complete fall off?
yeah.
Boston Bruins.
You think so? Even though they just named Marshy captain?
Their first line center is going to be Pavel Zacha.
Mhm.
He's okay, but like they're going to fall off very hard. And by that I mean president's level record breaking team to missing playoffs.
Yeah.
Because that Atlantic, which is here's the point where I want to bring up. Oh, you got a stinker team before I go there?
Washington.
Ooh, interesting. Really?
Yeah,
They still got Oshie and Backstrom and those guys though.
it's okay. I don't
And
think they're
obviously
gonna be good.
Ovechkin.
Ovi, yeah, but
And Strome.
Ovi's gonna keep scoring goals, and I think eventually he will break that all-time scoring record. I
I
think he's
will
going to, but I don't think they're gonna be very good when he does it.
I do agree with you, however, their defense leaves much to be desired. The only person who I find impressive on that decor, John Carlson, is still pretty good. And also actually one of their younger defensemen, Martin Feavari. And I think that's it.
So they're
I
gonna
couldn't
be
even tell you who else they've got. Oh, they got Sandine too.
so it's gonna be a stinker.
They got Darcy Kemper in net. He could steal you some games, but like
Sorry, Ovi, I love you, but
I like that mindset. I like that mindset.
yeah.
One team who I think could really fail to meet expectation, Pittsburgh.
Mhm.
I think people are pumping their tires a lot after that Carlson trade.
Who's gonna be your surprise team?
Well, I a lot of teams are, a lot of people I see in the comments, for some reason, the analytics don't agree. They project them to be a lot worse than I do. Buffalo, man.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking Buffalo or Ottawa.
Buffalo Sabres are what I wish Detroit was right now. All of their young players are panning out, and they still got plenty stocked away in the cupboard.
Yeah.
JJ, think about this. Like, this is their like top 6 right now, right? First line, Alex Tuck, Tage Thompson, Jeff Skinner. Gross. Second line, I'm trying to think. They got John Jason Peterka, Peyton Krebs, and who's that big forward from UConn? Dylan Cousins.
Okay, yeah.
Gross. First pair defense. You've got Michael Samuel. Is it Mikhail Samuelson or something like that? No. That's an older player. Something Samuelson.
Dahlin, right?
Matthias Samuelson.
Yeah.
I can't think of his name. Is it that? Something like that. Anyway. And Rasmus Dahlin. Second pair defense. You have Owen Power and Henry Jokiharju. And in net, you've got the absolute legend himself, Boston College. Was it Boston or Harvard? Where did he go? I'm mad. I can't remember right now. Anyway, record-breaking college numbers like 950. Devin Levi, who had a strong showing as a rookie last year. As well as I believe they're going to have another like rookie in their net, Ukko-Pekka Luukkonen, which UPL. Man, I am high on the Buffalo train. I think they could get top 3 in the division.
Yeah, I think so too.
And I think they
definitely
could
going to
leave the
get
first round if they face the Leafs
in the playoffs this year. They're in. We'll save that for next week's episode, though. We'll see who do we think's going to do what, and we'll run down each one.
But when it comes to that Pacific, I do want to talk a bit about Detroit because Stevie Y made some interesting moves this offseason. And I'm kind of worried. We're going to end up becoming the next Minnesota Wild.
Just good, but can't do anything?
They're the most mediocre team ever because they signed, like, I'm still confident we still have a lot of good prospects, but, like, it seems like every year we kind of get pushed back. Like, signing Hull for 3 years, and you still got that Chirac contract. Now you got GT Comfort and Kopp as your 2 centers who are both, like, paying them $5.5 for a long time, and it's like they're biteable contracts because you're like, you got the cap space, and you only have 2 big pending RFAs this summer. Well, I guess 3 because they got Berggren, Raymond, and Seider. Seider's probably going to go long term. Raymond, they're probably going to do a bridge deal because he has yet to really prove where he's at. And Berggren, probably the same bridge deal. Although I love Jonathan Berggren, that kid. He's going to be a top 6 player on this team. And the saving grace of this offseason is Alex DeBrincat, of course. That contract is beautiful. That trade was beautiful. I wish all the best to Dominic Kubalik in Ottawa, but man, DeBrincat.
Yeah, he's nasty.
I foresee maybe his first 50-goal season coming. If Raymond can step up and play on that first line, and get maybe 75, 60, anywhere from 65 to 75 points. Larkin gets 90-ish, and Raymond gets 85 to 90. I'd love to see a 50. When was the last 50-goal season for a Red Wing player? Was it Fedorov?
I'd probably say it's either going to be Fedorov or Yzerman, one of the two.
I think because Yzerman tapered off after the early 90s. I'm going to say it's Fedorov.
I'm going to look it up while you...
I'm going to say it's Fedorov in maybe 98 or 99.
Last Red Wing to score 50 goals.
Hull would have had a good season, but he wouldn't have had... I'm going to say it's Fedorov in 98.
The last Red Wing to score 50 goals was... It's got Steve Yzerman.
What year?
Recorded. It was in 88-89.
That's it. Really? Wow.
Yzerman got 65.
Fedorov never scored. Really? Didn't Fedorov have like a 130-point season?
Yeah, but he might
never
not have
had
had
50
goals, though. You remember, Fedorov was a big assist man, too. He liked the dish.
That's true. But he
And he
also
was
had,
playing on a line with the Russian five too, and they're snapping it around on the power play too. So
that surprises me. Yeah.
mm,
No, Fedorov did. No, Fedorov had one.
yeah, okay,
94,
hold on. Yeah, I got it right here. Okay, so sorry, Eiserman had the
56.
most in a single season. The
Yeah.
last 50 goal scorer, yes, it was Sergei Fedorov in 93, 94.
Okay.
Fedorov had 56. He had 56 and 64 for 120.
Beauty.
So there you go. That's and he played all 82 games.
Yeah. He's
Here's this. He was plus 48.
I think that was the year as well that he played partially as a defenseman.
Yeah.
Remember, there was a few seasons where Scotty Bowman played him on the
How
back end.
how can you forget it? Him flying around Nike everything with that white Nike skates, red and white Nike
The
gloves,
white
Nike
Nikes,
helmet.
baby.
And he was like the only one who can pull off. Like now, like you get a guy in that wears white skates, like we start fucking chirping at you a little bit.
Oh yeah. Well, he'd just skate right by him.
But that's what I mean. He would
One of the
just
best skaters ever in the NHL.
you just fly by you. What I want to know too, real quick, before because there's kind of a topic that I want to touch on a little bit, but are the Wings in or are they out of the playoffs?
My honest opinion, the Detroit Red Wings are out of the playoffs this year.
I was gonna say
Barely.
I was gonna say wild card at the best.
Yeah. It's a
I
lot of
wish
things
we
have to
could
go
get in.
very good for them. I think that Tampa, Toronto, Buffalo are your guarantees.
Yeah,
Everything else,
flip
who
a
knows?
coin.
Who knows Ottawa? Who knows Florida? Who knows Detroit? Who knows Boston? Montreal, sorry, you're still crap.
I
They're gonna
think
they're gonna be bad.
yeah, it's gonna be interesting. Um,
But yeah, I don't even know. If Florida is who I'd throw in that wild card now. Maybe Ottawa's there. Maybe Detroit's there. I don't know. That whole division's stacked. It's gonna be very hard to go anywhere.
yeah, for
And
sure.
even if I do, why? Like even if you do make playoffs, you're gonna get bounced in the first round probably.
Be nice to get there though.
Yeah, I'd love to see a
But it's
playoff
been a
game.
long time since playoff hockey, man.
There's never been one at the Little Caesars Arena.
That's what I mean. It's time.
No, yeah, no,
No,
there hasn't. No, because the last time they played was 2016, and
they're
that was
still to go.
Tampa. Yeah, Tampa
Yeah.
Bay. I remember they lost. Did they lose in 6 or 5?
I think it was 5.
Yeah, because I remember Larkin was playing his first year.
Elephant in the room.
Babcock.
Yeah. What do you think
I
on
like.
the
Oh,
whole-
I just had like a mental connection. I was like, oh.
yeah. What do you
Yeah.
think on this whole situation? What's going on with him? Because
I've never.
you're probably gonna laugh at some of the shit that I'm gonna say about it. So
Well, here's the thing. It feels like you can't do anything the way you want to nowadays
mhm.
without getting judged for it by a bunch of people who are sticking their nose where it doesn't belong.
Mhm.
Because that's what happened here. Someone squealed,
Yeah.
and the next thing you know, whoa, spitting chicklets. Whoa, as much as we love spitting chicklets and what
Yeah.
they did for us, sometimes people could be a loose cannon and share stuff that's like, really?
Yeah,
Like,
but
if there was an issue, address it in the organization. Don't make it public. Fire the guy. End of story.
but it's gonna come out at some point anyway.
Yeah, but like, before the team even
know what?
holds a meeting about it,
Okay, but let me tell you something though. When it comes to this guy,
I don't know. It's suspect.
Mike Babcock, with the history that Mike Babcock has, fuck him. Fuck him. You know what I mean? He's a piece of shit, dude.
Oh yeah, no, he mentally
anybody-
tortured half the Red Wings
Anybody
players.
that does that to players, calling Franzen a fat pig, this and that, fucking like just had the guy just into a mental just fucking spiral. Okay. And then the shit he did to Marner. And then now all this. You want to know what I would say to a coach if he asked me to see my phone? If I had
What?
the heads up, the first photo he flipped to would be a photo of my brown eye. Look at him, like just like Biz said. Legs up in the air here. You want to see something on my phone? There you go, buddy. You want to look on my phone? There would never be a million fucking years that I would let a coach go through my phone. That would be like letting my boss at work, oh, give me your phone. I'd be like, fuck you. That's my phone.
Yeah,
That's
no,
not
I
issued by the team.
but
It's
what I
not
don't get is
whatever.
Boone Jenner, the captain, comes out and says it had nothing to do with this. It's all made up.
Yeah, but do you think though that's the team fucking upper management saying,
No. That was Boone Jenner's
yeah,
quote.
yeah, I know, but I'm just saying
And
maybe
Boone
that's
Jenner
from
is not a BSing guy.
okay, I know, but the upper management, the owners and shit were in a freaking press conference, and they admitted to being wrong on the hiring of Mike Babcock.
Yeah, it's because they don't want the smoke.
Okay, but why do
You
you
knew what
even
this guy
hire
was
him?
all about. You heard
But
what he.
that's-
Okay, here's the thing. Hockey. Sorry, you can't tell me right now that what he does. These are men.
Yeah,
It's like it's kind of soft. Like the whole Marner thing. I think that's a great thing. Go up there. Right. Who do you think works the hardest? It's a tough lesson, but it's not even near where some coaches go.
yeah, I know.
These are men. Suck it up.
I know, but still,
It's because it's the Toronto media that he got ousted, and yeah, he wasn't that good coaching anymore. That was clear. But like, now the Franzen stuff and other things like
that's
that,
fucked up.
where you're personally berating someone, yeah. But like to have a learning lesson for the team, sure. This rookie, take it at face value, analyze the team. I like suck it up, Marner. I'd go up there and write it, and I'd explain why. Hey, yeah, okay. Like if it's obviously it's a different situation. I don't play pro sports, but if I'm on a team and my coach asks me right in front of the team, I'd say I respect every single one of you guys, but here's my honest opinion.
But when your coach calls you to his house for a fucking lunch date, and the first thing he says is, "Let me go through your phone," and then when he's done looking through it, okay, we're done here.
But
I
that's not even. That's not. You know who explained that? Someone who wasn't Boone Jenner. You know who said otherwise? Boone Jenner.
I know, but it wasn't
He
Boone
said
Jenner
he
in
said,
that meeting though. It wasn't Boone Jenner lunch date. It was a rookie. They're not
"Oh,
saying names, but I have a feeling it was Fantilli.
well, I have a lot less respect for Fantilli if you just let that."
So I don't think it was him that came out with it though.
Dude, he
But I
probably
think
wants.
it was
Alright.
him that was invited to the lunch date. I have a feeling. It's not for sure. It's not been 100% confirmed.
I don't agree with that. The fact that he would do that, but I'm saying to try and find something out about a person. 100%, I agree with that. Keep tabs on him. Ask his friends. Hey, what is your buddy really about? Right?
Yeah, but if you
Don't go
want
through his
to,
phone.
then
But
look at their fucking social media. You don't have to go
right,
through
exactly.
their phone.
Look at the person they are. You
You
don't have to go through their
their
photos. That's completely personal. There, I agree. But I think there's a lot of things thrown at Mike Babcock where people are just spitballing, and they
Mhm.
hope it sticks because he's had bad events, and now everything that he can't breathe without it. Oh, Babcock, he's back at
he's
it.
never gonna coach again. Like he'll never
No,
coach again in the
this is
NHL.
his second ousting.
Yeah. And he's getting just paid to not coach in the NHL.
Whatever. Anyway,
I still don't like the guy for what he did when he was with the Red Wings. Mike Modano, the Franzen stuff, the fucking I don't like that shit. What he said to the kid in freaking Anaheim. Do you hear what he said to the kid in Anaheim?
yeah,
Like, you know what I mean? Just stupid shit like that. It's not necessary.
that was years ago, eh?
I know, but that's what I mean. But he's been doing it his whole
Wow.
fucking career.
I do remember that. But
I'd be like, who the fuck are you? I understand you're the coach, but who are you to say that to somebody?
yeah.
I would spend my lifetime in the AHL before I fucking played for that prick in the NHL. I'll tell
That's
you that.
That's well, you got to do a couple things before you get there, but
No,
that's that's
Fuck.
that's
I would not
that's-
take that bullshit from any coach. I'll tell
no,
you.
that's abusing power is what it is. He thinks he's a big, powerful man. Is he married?
Of course he is.
No, is he like he's still married?
Yeah, pretty sure. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, it's fucked
Yeah.
up though.
I don't know.
I'm
People
surprised.
like that are very manipulative.
I'm surprised after
When they
all these
realize,
years.
hey, I've got power.
Swinging
Watch out.
dicks. That's what it is. Swinging dicks. And he thinks he's fucking. I'm telling you, I'm surprised after all this time and all this shit that he's done to players and this and that. I'm surprised. How is nobody just hauled back and slugged him right in the mouth? These are hockey players. Every single guy on that team will probably pump his eyes shut if they got mad enough. Like,
Yeah,
you know
but
what I
then
mean?
it's
Like, let's face.
then it's their career. So
I, don't know, I wouldn't give a fuck. I'm leaving there with my dignity, though. Like, you know
yeah,
what I
I
mean?
guess, but it's assault.
I
And
wouldn't talkie. I'd be shooting pucks at him
dude,
at practice.
it's cancel culture, man.
I'd be
You
shooting
are
pucks at him.
never.
Here, I'm
You
gonna
can.
pass it to you really hard, Tristan. You're just gonna tip it like it flew off your stick, and I'll be knocking pucks off his shins.
There's no right side when you're on the wrong end. That's a good point. Think about it. They're always gonna point fingers, man. Everything you do is under a microscope.
Right there, I'll give him a couple of points. Right
Yeah,
there.
but like this is me and you as a couple of common Joes
Oh,
sitting
I
here
know.
saying that.
But I just
These are
say
professional athletes
yeah,
who feel
I-
like this. They're handcuffed.
I
I
don't
can't
like
share
that
my
shit.
personal feelings because guess what? Everyone on the media, no matter what side I take, they're gonna get. Oh, you know who I am proud of though? Nikita Zadorov.
Why would happen?
He openly opposed the war in Ukraine and Russia's
did he?
actions, and he said, "I'll probably never be allowed to return to my homeland
Well, good for him.
alive." And he
Yeah.
said, "But this is wrong what they're doing, and it's oppression of a certain nation."
Yeah.
Mind you, as I've said before, that is a political thing. I'm not going to touch it.
No. Not
But,
on this fucking show.
No, trust me, we've gotten political before, and it's never served us well. So,
No.
but anyway, it's just as Donald Trump once said, and I'm not. We're getting a little political now, but
build a wall, make them pay for it.
no, he's said he wants people to stop dying.
Yeah.
Right? That was his opinion, and I couldn't agree with him more.
Mhm.
The Russian people who are dying are people as well.
Yeah. The whole situation's
There's
fucked
not
up.
as many, obviously,
Yeah.
but
The whole situation's fucked.
no, war is never a good thing
No,
in any capacity.
definitely not.
Well-
Definitely agree with you there. Real quick before we go though, we'll talk
Yeah.
about real quick the 73s golf tournament.
Oh yeah,
It was we lost a couple of balls, but it was
couple hole in ones. Okay,
I
But-
wish.
I wish that would have been.
Drew hit one. Didn't Drew hit one like super close on one of the par threes, but he wasn't like
You got one pretty good on the one par three.
Yeah, but I wasn't anywhere
Oh,
close.
Drew
was
got-
closer. Drew had us like 5 feet.
Drew had a putt. Yeah, that was
I think we birdied that hole.
yeah, because it was was it a par four?
Between the four of us, it was all like just balls flying all
No,
over.
it
the
was a
course.
par three. You're right, and no, it was a par four, because yeah, we got it in three. It was his second shot. He put it like
No, it wasn't that a par three because one of the helpers from the tournament was on the green with us. Remember?
you're right.
Yeah,
You are right. You are right. The one where you have
But,
to cross the bridge,
yeah.
and he put it like.
There was
Yeah,
like
really
5
close.
feet, but he
But
wasn't.
there was also a par four where he put it about 5 inches from the cup
Yeah.
and sunk it for birdie.
Yeah,
That was beautiful.
there was
But
some crazy shots at that.
he's got
yeah.
that mid-range game. He's
Yeah,
beautiful. You and my dad had some big crushes out of the box. You had the
Oh.
one. What was it? 287 into the wind.
yeah, and I had us about 40 out from the green on that one. That was a par four too. I
And
think
it was,
if I
dude, it was perfect. It carried with the wind and dog-legged right. It
yeah,
was
it was
awesome.
right at the pin too. Like we were all kind of surprised. I carried some freaking hills and fucking bunkers but yeah, it felt good to hit the ball that day. I had some good drives and stuff. My short game was putting was meh. Luckily you guys can putt and shit like that because I was like horrible.
I like putting. Generally, that's my strong suit.
Yeah, I couldn't putt.
Mid-range
I'm-
out of the sand. We never got to try a sand shot, eh? Well,
Nope.
I got one in, but
Yeah, we did one. Well, that's a
Yeah.
good thing though.
yeah.
We don't want to play out of the sand too much.
Listen. I like the Phil Mickelson shots, man.
It's
Sky it.
crazy too is we shot literally right freaking even. We shot even.
Yeah, it was whatever you like to do. But listen, for a bunch of guys who are like 25 plus handicaps, all of us. So
Yeah.
my dad hadn't played in 7 years. I
Mhm.
play like 4 or 5 rounds of golf all summer. So like,
Yeah, your dad was hitting them pretty good, man. It was
yes,
nice though, because between one of you three, you'd be like, okay, if someone hit the fairway and then I could just swing out of my shoes, and then it was all
yeah,
just free swings for me all day because you guys, so it was nice. So I liked it. I like hitting them smash and driver. It's fun. I was gonna say to you too, I was gonna say to you, here, try mine. My club.
you know what? I was gonna try that. I have a really low loft on my driver.
That's
My
why I was
dad
gonna
likes
say
it that
try
way.
mine.
Yours is a 10.5, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's 8.5. It's pretty low. So you really got to tee up high if you want to punch it.
Yeah.
Problem with that is I'll end up skying it. I got to work on my ball contact in that regard. Or
Head down,
actually,
buddy. Head
yeah.
down.
But no, just like learning ball placement a bit more. I think I've got the mechanics down for the most part. I learned a lot of that over the summer with my buddy's golf simulator, but
Speaking
it's
of
all
that,
about improvement, man. It's a
when are we
personal game.
when are we gonna play on that?
Oh, I'll talk to him.
Tell
Go
him
over
let's do
there.
it. Tell him we'll shoot a little content piece with him.
Sure. It's really nice. It's just in his pole barn and he runs a good setup.
Do like heat and stuff in there if it's like wintertime and shit. Oh, so he's all set up, eh?
Nice cookie space heater in there. It's really cool if you ever saw it. I'm not gonna describe it because I don't want people to.
Okay, well, we'll set something up here. Let's
Yeah.
go, baby. Tell him
Anyway,
we'll do like a 4-man scramble kind of thing or something.
that'd be great.
We'll go me, you, him, and Drew.
Sweet.
Down. All right. Set it up, kid. Let's do it.
All right, I will. I'll talk to him this week. I'll
Tell him
be seeing him this
content
week. He's
piece.
in my
Let's go.
fantasy hockey league. So
Actually, what I would do if we did that, we would just go live on one of our things and we would just set up the camera. Bam. Just
boom.
go live.
Sweet.
Probably something we could do instead of, I think if we record on, or not record, if we go live on our YouTube, I think it saves it as a video, like up to like 3 or 4 hours or something.
Yes, it does.
So then, bam, we don't even have to edit nothing. It's all just
See?
pow right there.
There you go.
Beautiful. All right.
What?
Anything else, bro? You want to talk
That's-
about? It's been a while.
pretty much
Everybody,
it.
when you see us at the games and everything, like say what's up. When you see us, say hi.
I love making friends. Being back to school, that's my favorite thing. New people, old friends as well, who I haven't seen in a quick minute because COVID and just first couple years in uni, I was at different places and
I've noticed too. I've seen like a couple of our hats and hoodies and shirts and stuff around the crowd, so I like seeing that too.
people
So
know who we are.
it's great.
Actually, it's funny. They know of us, but they don't know who we are like in person. They'll be like, "Oh, yeah." Like I've seen a couple kids and I'm like, "Oh, you like the watching the podcast?" And they're like, "Yeah, it's great." And I'm like, "Yeah,
Hi.
what do you think of me?" And they're like,
Hi,
"Oh,
hi, nice to meet you.
yeah, exactly." But
That's funny.
no,
That's all
that's
good.
always fun. I love that I'm able to get to at least the third period of the threes games, which is nice. But
Mhm.
anyway,
We'll
hopefully
figure it
that
out at
changes in
Christmas time.
November. I get my placement. We'll be back and rolling. But
Yeah, baby.
this has been Ant and Tristan.
Yeah.
to
Anything
be-
else? Are you good?
I'm good.
Boom. All set. We'll see you
right.
guys Tuesday night. Let's do it, baby. And
Peace out, everyone. Have a good week.
we're out of here.
God
See ya.
bless.